Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. If we can just give another round of applause for Brody for coming with us today. And I also wanted to take the time to thank each of you, all the students, for coming here to officially start your academic journey at the University of Manitoba. My name is Emily Kalo, and I'm in my final year of sciences at the University of Manitoba. I am so happy to be here with all of you, acting as the MC for the 2022 welcome ceremony. On behalf of student engagement and success, we hope you enjoyed your morning sessions and got a lot out of them. I want you to know that there is so much more to come over the next week, so please take advantage of all of the things that are planned for you over orientation and the first week of school. Today marks a very special day for the Bison community. Not only is it the first day of each of your academic careers as University of Manitoba students, but it's also the first time that we've been able to gather in person for the start of the academic year since 2019. It feels like just yesterday that I, like you, was a new student at the university, eager to start my first year. While I was excited to explore my passions and pursue my education, I was also terrified. Will I find people that I connect with? Will I do well in my courses? Will I make friends? I encourage you all to lean into those nerves and even embrace them. U of M has so many opportunities. All you have to do is take that first step. Talk to your faculty associations, attend a social, go to a club meeting, or simply sit next to someone new in class. In my first year, I got involved with the Science Students Association as well as the Commerce Students Association. I later joined a dodgeball intramural, co-founded a student club, and successfully ran to be an executive for the University of Manitoba Students' Union. Through each of those experiences, I was able to develop my leadership skills, meet like-minded students, and most of all, make some of my best friends. I know how nerve-wracking it can be to start your first year of university, but I want you to know that you are not alone. I mean, just look around this room. You're now part of an amazing community of people who are here to help make the most of your time at UM. In addition to the people you're going to get to hear from this morning, we have members of senior administration, deans, associate deans, department heads, faculty, and staff from across the university all here to greet you this morning. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge all of them, and specifically those who are up here on the upper deck with me, so we can give them a round of applause. There are also other amazing faculty and staff who are here with us today. Some of them are along the upper decks or in the corners over there. Please know that you're always welcome to talk to staff and faculty if you need help with anything. They are all here to help you complete your journey in the way that you want to and to have the best experience at the same time. Thank you for choosing the University of Manitoba as the place to embark on your new academic journey. I would now like to take a moment to share with you a territory acknowledgement that honors the land upon which the University of Manitoba is situated. The University of Manitoba campuses are located on the original lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Ojibwe, Dakota, and Dene people, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories, we acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to moving forward in partnership with the Indigenous community in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Reconciliation is not only about the past. It's about a just and equal future that Indigenous and non-Indigenous people will forge together. As members of the University of Manitoba community, aspiring professionals, and leaders of tomorrow, it's critical that the values of truth and reconciliation guide us in all that we do. As someone who immigrated to Canada, I feel honored to have had the opportunity to have grown up on this land. Because of this opportunity, I've been able to explore my passions, embrace my identity, and pursue an education. Throughout your journey at the University of Manitoba, you're going to hear the land acknowledgement multiple times. I encourage you all to not just listen to it every time you hear it, but to really hear it, embrace it, and take on the responsibility of its mission. With that being said, I would now like to welcome Elder Stone to say a few words.
Bonjour, I introduced myself with my real name, and if translated to English, it is One Feather and I'm with the Wolf Clan people. I also come from a Broken Head River Anishinaabe people. The treaty was mentioned in the opening ceremony here, and I'm Treaty 1. I live in the Treaty 1 territory, so I'm the one that you signed the treaty with. Well, maybe not you, but your grandparents or great-great-grandparents signed the treaty. So the fact that you're here in Treaty 1 territory means that you're subject to the spirit of the treaty that was intended for each of us to live in harmony with each other, help each other live, and help each other thrive in the environment that we're subject to. Some of you may be here for the first time in this country and might be seeing snow for the first time, and I say welcome to that. It's life here in Canada, as well as here in Manitoba. At one point, Winnipeg was colder than the temperature was on Mars, so that's something to look forward to, hey? Right on. You're all first-year students, or you're here for the first time. For us, the administration people, it's our new year. And I actually included myself in administration. I work as an elder in resident for the Indigenous Student Center. I used to be an academic advisor for about 25 years prior to that. Then I retired from academic advising, but then they pulled me back in as elder in residence. So now, today, I work, right now I'm working 2 days a week, working with the other elders, making sure that the culture and spirituality of the Indigenous people are present and here for those that want it. The other thing is that, like we used to say, we know who the first-year students are because you're the ones that are bumping into each other and kind of wondering where to go. By the third week, things start getting real. By your first midterm, you know, okay, this is really real because your grades is the lifeblood of you being here on campus, okay? Some of you will whiz through it, some of you won't. But there's other programs here that are here that will assist you in helping you organize those things that you need to get you through the first semester and then the first year. And then next thing you know, you're doing your final exam and you're going to be graduating. This room, as you see it right now, is exactly how it's going to look when you're convocating. So I'm encouraging you, like although this is practically your first day here, you have to put in your mind your convocation and what you're going to be doing. Because, and what you're going to be doing after that. Because it's quite a life and a lifestyle that begins when you're a student here, because there's all kinds of things you can get into. Good and bad, right or wrong. That's the reality here, okay? And you're also going to find, through your experience at this university, at least it was for me anyway, I had one nightmare course. It caused me to think, why did I even come here? Eh? And it gave me such a migraine headache that some of you will learn what the quad is. I got off the bus, and I'm walking around the circle in the quad, and I had such a headache that I heard a bus leaving, and I was wondering, why is a bus leaving administration building? I hadn't realized that I walked the full, complete circle around the quad because this one course was giving me such a nightmare and a headache, literally. You'll also have a course that will literally change your life. It'll change your whole focus and maybe the trajectory that you have in your life even. Yeah. That's how important this education that you're getting here, whether it be book education, life education, social education, the friends that you make here are going to be your friends for the rest of your life. And those are things to look forward to as well, okay? I've met such wonderful people here And I know that they'll be with me for the rest of my life. And that's the same that's going to be for every one of you. And I want to say welcome. Enjoy your experience at this university, and I hope it's absolutely wonderful for each and every one of you. Thank you. Chimigoich.
Thank you so much, Elder Stone. It's such a privilege to get to hear from you every single time you're able to share wisdom with us, and we really appreciate you taking the time to come out. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Diane Hebert-Murphy, to share a few words.
Well, good morning and welcome. We have waited a very long time to be able to say that in person to students. So it's a very exciting day for us here at the university. I am absolutely thrilled to greet you, our newest students at the University of Manitoba. For the first time since the pandemic, we will be having an in-person fall session. So you are marking an important transition in our history. And this is now your campus. It's your space. And as you start this journey of education, I hope that you find here at the University of Manitoba a strong sense of community. You are joining more than 4,000 new undergrads this year. And that sounds like a lot of students. But I assure you, each of you brings your own voice to this experience. And each of you is at the start of a unique journey. I certainly got the sense when I came into this room that there's a little bit of excitement here. I trust also, though, that for some of you, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed at what you'll be facing. I want to reassure you that we have lots of supports to help you along the way. Don't hesitate to reach out, whether it's for peer mentorship, or for academic help, or for resources to make sure that you're healthy, both in your body and your mind. And we certainly want you to feel that you belong here, because you do. At the University of Manitoba, we are committed to offering you an outstanding student experience. We are also committed to supporting equity, diversity, and inclusion for all of our community members. My hope for you while you're here at the University of Manitoba is that you will feel empowered to go for it, to find out what you're passionate about, to collaborate with one another, to bring your unique perspective to the experience, and to work with your peers to come up with big ideas together. Here you're going to learn how to be entrepreneurial, which is not just in a business sense, but in all fields, in all disciplines, where innovation is the goal. I hope you take advantage of the opportunities you will have to access things like research alongside world-class scientists and scholars that are here, experiential learning in global communities, on-the-job co-op placements, and transformative teaching methods that are going to help you put theory into practice beyond the classroom. I also encourage you to wander around the campus and get to know the campus. Visit many of the world-class facilities that we have here. And I would especially encourage you to visit the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, which we are pleased to house here at the university, and the important work that that center is doing in leading reconciliation. It's through the experiences you're going to have, both in the classroom and outside the classroom, that's going to help you move from becoming a student to being a citizen of the world. So once again, I want to welcome you to the University of Manitoba and welcome you to this campus of opportunity. On behalf of the President, Michael Benarosh, and myself, I want to assure you that we are looking forward to having you here and we will be standing cheering you on over the years of your education. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Diane Hebert-Murphy, for those empowering words. You guys will all have an opportunity to see some of the individuals you see up here today also at your convocation, so remember what she said about being empowered and making this your individual journey. I would now like to take the time to welcome Vice Provost student Lori Schnarr to offer her remarks.
Hello, Bisons! On behalf of the entire Student Affairs team, I want to welcome you to the University of Manitoba. We are so excited that you're here. As new members of the UM community, there are 3 things I would like you to remember. 1, you are not alone. As Dr. Hebert-Murphy said, there are about 5,000 new students beginning their academic journey at UM this year. Other new students in your classes are also feeling excited and nervous and curious about the difference between high school and university learning. This is a normal part of the transition process. Over the coming few weeks, I encourage you to make connections with other new students. As Emily said, join a club or an interest group, attend one of the many UMSU events planned for you, cheer on the Bisons at a home game. This is your university experience. Make it the experience of a lifetime. 2, as Bisons, there are 5 important values that we expect you to uphold. Honesty. Approach your academic work with integrity. Responsibility. Honor your commitments. Be accountable and take ownership for your behaviors, actions, and decisions. Courage. Individually and collectively, you contribute to and should expect a safe and respectful learning environment. Don't be a bystander. Extend a helping hand when someone needs it, and stand up for yourselves and others. Respect. Welcome difference. Seek to understand diverse points of view, and treat others with dignity and respect. Collaboration. Embrace opportunities to work with others to achieve a common purpose and to enact positive change. 3, don't be afraid to ask for help. You are surrounded by staff, faculty, peers who are committed to your success. Take advantage of the many personal and academic resources available to you through the Student Counseling Center, Spiritual Care, the Academic Learning Center, the libraries, and those recommended to you by faculty and advisors. Visit the UM Commons site regularly. It has been designed especially for new students, and it's chock full of helpful resources and information. Remember, we are here for you. I'm wishing you all the very best as you embark upon this exciting academic journey. You've got this, Bisons.
Thank you so much, Lori, for those insightful words. Now that we've heard from the Vice Provost students, it's time to hear from the University of Manitoba Student Union President, Jaron Reikus.
That's crazy. Before I start, first of all, thanks for being here. I'd like to take a picture with everyone. So I'm gonna take a panorama, and if everyone can hold up the Bison's hand sign, that'd be great. So if we can get everyone to do that right now, this is a cool moment. We haven't been on campus in a very long time. We've all been waiting for this. So I'm gonna get started. Here we go. We're gonna start over here. I think it worked. So, friends, new students, and Bisons, I'm here today to talk a little bit about the University of Manitoba Students' Union, otherwise known as UMSU, and what we do, to explain why I, just another student, am qualified to be here today and encourage all of you to get involved. First off, my name is Jaron Rikus. I'm a fourth-year philosophy and political studies student. I love tennis, I love playing hockey, and I'm a huge movie guy, but I definitely couldn't cut one of the Bison's teams. I'm coincidentally also the president of the University of Manitoba Students' Union. For those of you who may not know, UMSU is essentially the student council here. We represent all 26,000 plus undergraduate students at the UM, and we represent you and support you through your education. We administer your student health and dental plan, we provide scholarships, we provide bursaries, and more. We coordinate the UPass program with the government, coordinate events on and off campus, provide funding for student clubs and associations, advocate for more accessible education with the university administration and all three levels of government. Essentially, for anything that you may need during your time at UM, we are the ones who will fight to make sure that you have it. However, I'm not a one-person team. I'm joined by your Vice President of Finance and Operations, Brooke Rivard, your Vice President of Advocacy, Victoria Romero, your Vice President of Community Engagement, Alicia Rattel, and your Vice President of Student Life, Tracy Carahogo. Please take a moment to give them a round of applause. Together, we make up your UMSU executive team. Each year, students make a choice for whom they want to be represented by, and we then work full-time throughout the year to do exactly that. Now, I'd like to talk to you about my experience as a student, and I wish I could stand up here and tell you that so far my university career has been full of parties and friends and maybe a little studying here and there. But unfortunately, so far, my university life has mostly been my grandparents' house at the dinner table. And this isn't just my story, but the story of so many students in this room and on this campus who started in the past couple years. Now, I know your high school experiences were the same, but you've been given an incredible, amazing opportunity this year to engage, to experience, and best of all, to learn from the people whom you won't only find in a classroom. I urge you to make the most of your time here. Attend as many events as you can, specifically the Bison Bash events that are happening next week that we have on our Instagram at MyUMSU. You should definitely come to all of them. They're going to be a lot of fun. Grab a coffee at IQ's, study with a random classmate, go to UMSU's pool hall, or drink at our newly renovated VW social club. Wander around campus and find your community. Try things, make mistakes, learn from them. And for all of the love that is sacred in this world, have some fun. Too many people have been forced to neglect that last one over the last 2 years. But I beg of you, please don't make that same mistake. UMSU has hundreds of ways to get involved, and if you have any questions, I or any of the other members of your executive team or even any of your faculty representatives are more than happy to answer. Whether you reach out on Instagram, my email, or even bothering me in my office when I'm supposed to be working, I am more than happy to help. So thank you for having me here today and making my dream of being up here talking all of you a reality. I'd now like to turn your attention to the screens where we have some past Bisons talking about some sage wisdom that they have and reflecting on their time at the UM. Be strong, Bisons, and welcome to the herd.
Hey Bisons, my name is Alicia Rattel and I'm the Vice President Community Engagement at UMSU, and I'm currently a fifth-year student studying classical percussion in the Faculty of Music.
Hi, my name is Kyra Sebulon and I'm in my last year in the Faculty of Science, and I want to wish you all a very warm welcome to the University of Manitoba.
Hi, my name is Kai Madsen and I'm a graduate from the Asper School of Business. I'm also in my first year of extended education pursuing a second degree. From one Bison to another, I just want to say welcome to the University of Manitoba.
Hi, my name's Jessica and I'm a second year student at the School of Art. Welcome to the University of Manitoba, and my advice for you guys is to try something scary and jump into something that you never really thought you'd do before.
Hi everyone, I'm KG Preston and I'm a second year student at the Faculty of Science. I just wanted to say welcome to the U of M.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a fourth year student in the Faculty of Science pursuing a degree in microbiology. I want to welcome you to the University of Manitoba.
Hi, my name is Eugenie, and I'm a fourth-year student at the Faculty of Business, and I wanted to welcome you to the U of M.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm a fourth-year student in the Faculty of Science studying microbiology. Welcome. We're so excited to have you here at the University of Manitoba.
If I were to start my first year all over again, I wish I knew to ask for more help. There are plenty of great resources such as the Academic Learning Center, student clubs, or just emailing your professor that are there to help you succeed.
Hello, my name is Assis, and I'm in my last year in the Faculty of Science. I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you.
Hi, my name is Ragad Al-Karaki. I'm a third-year student at the Faculty of Arts. I would like to welcome you all to the University of Manitoba.
One thing I wish I knew in my first year is don't be afraid to ask questions in lecture. There's nothing to lose, only knowledge to gain.
Hi there, my name is Tracy Karuhogo and I'm a fourth-year psychology student in the Faculty of Arts. I just wanted to welcome you to the U of M.
One tip I have for all of you is that make use of those office hours, ask your instructors whatever questions you have and clear those doubts. It's going to go a long way.
One thing I wish I knew in my first year of university was all the different study spots that there were on campus, and my personal favorite is the Icelandic reading room on the 3rd floor of the Defoe Library.
Hi there, my name is Victoria Romero. I'm a third-year student in the Faculty of Arts taking political studies. I want to welcome you to the University of Manitoba.
Thank you so much, Jaren, for all of your words, and a special thank you to all of those students who participated in that video and welcomed you all to the university. I would now like to introduce senior level art student Chloe Dralick-Gerard to come up and share a few words.
Tanshi, hello, bonjour everybody, and welcome to the University of Manitoba. Chloe Dralick-Gerard Dishnakashin, Winnipeg, Nuikan, and Fam Michifnia, Maparanti Koyesh Oshchi St. Madeleine, P. Winnipeg, P. Eli, Oshchiwak. My name is Chloe Dralick-Gerard, and I'm a Métis woman who was born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where I also currently reside with my family being from the Métis community of St. Madeleine, Winnipeg, and Eli. I'm currently going into my 4th year at the Faculty of Arts in the University of Manitoba, but even with being an upper year student, and with all of this experience, I think we all still share some of the common feelings about starting school again. The nervousness, the excitement, and everything else in between. Back in 2019, my first year, I was exactly where you all are today. I was probably sitting somewhere in the back row, I was shy, and I didn't really want to be noticed. I was thinking that I would just go to class, go home, and repeat until I got my degree, flying under the radar and really just doing my own thing and not partaking in the university life. What I didn't know, however, was how quickly that mindset was going to change. A few weeks went by, and I had found myself doing exactly as I had thought, school, home, and repeat. If I'm being honest, I didn't feel fulfilled and even wondered if university was the place for me. Walking around campus one day, I stumbled across a poster for an advertisement for the University One Student Council. Without much thought, other than how great of a resume booster it would be, I applied, and to my surprise, I got the position. But what I didn't know is how my mindset of it being a resume booster and solely that would change. From here, I ended up making some of my closest friendships, and I fell in love with advocacy, creating events and supporting students. Now here I am as an upper year art student with 3+ years of student governance experience in councils, with this year being the president of the Art Student Body Council. This now ties in with my biggest piece of advice for all students, but especially for new students starting at the University of Manitoba. And this is to step outside of your comfort zone, because you never know what you'll find and what you'll end up being passionate about. The University of Manitoba truly has something for everyone. Whether you're like me and you want to get into student governance, or you're into photography or anime or hiking or skiing, I can guarantee there's something that you will find that aligns with your interests, whether known or not. So in your first year of university, I challenge you all to get involved. Find something you love and do it. This is the time to put yourself first. There is no one here to judge you or to discourage you from doing it. There's no better time than now to do whatever it is that you've always been wanting to do. Because when you're surrounded by the supporting community like you find at the University of Manitoba, the sky is truly the limit with the opportunities that you'll find. And with that being said, my door is always open if you want to chat. I have an office in Fletcher Argue. Whether you're an art student or not, you're always welcome to pop by, and make sure to follow all the student groups on social medias. And I look forward to seeing you all in the coming year, and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chloe. I know that as a student, I can specifically relate to your advice, and I hope that all of you take away something from what she shared. Before I hand it off to the next speaker, I'd like to point out all of the amazing volunteers who have been helping out over the past couple of weeks and specifically today. This couldn't happen without them, so thank you all so much for dedicating your time. Yep, you can. I'd now like to invite Chancellor Anne Mann to the podium for a formal induction of the University of Manitoba 2022 incoming student cohort.
Hello, everybody. I'm scrapping my entire speech. I know you're all hungry, but I'm going to say one thing, and then I'm going to start the university year off for you. You may wonder, what the heck is a chancellor? I know I did years ago. The chancellor is the ceremonial head of the university. I'm a volunteer, and I can tell you that I care about you having a great university experience just as much as you do, and I volunteer all of my time to hopefully contribute to that. I only want to tell you one thing, which is that I failed my first midterm when I went to university. I switched faculties, and I learned about myself. Not everything works out the way you think it's going to, but it can still be great. And I hope that you'll all have a wonderful, wonderful year as you get started. I am so glad to see you. With that, as Chancellor of this university, it is my honor to open your academic school year 2022-23 and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Mann, for those inspirational words. I do want to take a second during this celebratory time to acknowledge the tragedy in our neighboring province of Saskatchewan. I want to acknowledge the loss of life and the impacts on family and loved ones in James Smith, Cree Nation, and the Weldon communities. I want to specifically acknowledge how this tragedy reverberates across the provincial borders and likely impacts many of students on our campus and within our community. Now, I would like to congratulate all of you on officially becoming students at the University of Manitoba and beginning your first semester on campus. Yeah. As we close, I'd like to remind you all that there is a free barbecue on the pedway starting right now, so you'll all be able to grab some free lunch. Please exit the gym by the doors across from me. You will see volunteers in blue shirts right there with the doors. And you can find your way to the food in the info fair. Thank you all so much and have a great first week.